Boom! Hey internets, I'm coming at you with another one. A little bit ago I did a video on when to drop a capsule or a grouping or collection, something like that. I'll drop the card, or I'll have the card appear up top, so click on that. And from that, Shevlin Jozun, wow, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Shevlin, but Shevlin had a question from there, and she's basically asking, when do you recommend to start with mass production? So if you have a clothing line, when do I recommend that she start with mass production? I've answered this, but not in the way of particularly kind of tackling this question. But the whole reason, so I have that video that has a good amount of views, starting your clothing line with t-shirts. For a lot of people, that led them into my channel. In any case, if you haven't seen it, watch that and you'll get the answer to what I'm saying right now. But I don't mind kind of reiterating it. But the reason I say to begin with t-shirts is because it gets you into the mode of designing, handling, processing, and delivering mass production. So if I did another video actually not too long ago, because I did a video on starting a clothing line for under $500 or something like that, and then I dropped another video which was kind of a part 2 of that, and I'll put a card to it right now, so click on that if you haven't seen it. But I'm basically talking about starting a clothing line without kind of like mass production or t-shirt printing, or beginning with t-shirt printing and working with kind of like one-offs and cut and sew, which I have done before when I had my handmade denim line. So watch that video. But the reason I bring that up to answer this question is the problem with doing one-offs is at some point, if people love your work, like you're doing more like Etsy type things, like one-of-a-kind items and per garment production where you're sewing it, or maybe you and just like another person are putting it together, is at some point you're gonna have to deliver to more people, and that's what you want for the most part. I mean, if you want to just sell one-offs, that's cool, but if depending on how much you're selling it, in 99 cases out of 100, you can't really earn a living or have that business stand on its own 2 feet without you literally touching the business and creating everything and sewing everything, etc. Shevlin, my answer is I believe you should start with mass production right off the bat. So dealing with t-shirts, embroidering like blank hats and beanies, and working with blanks for crew necks and sweatshirts. I think that's a great place to start because you're dealing with mass production in the beginning. If you find success doing like an accessory, or maybe you did like what I did years ago and you hand make some jeans and you create a name from that, and you get into mass production slowly that way, that's another path as well. And they're all difficult, they all have their own difficulties, but that's a way to do it as well. If you did some sort of one-off production, like you sew shirts together or something like that, and you get a buzz and you get a name, my answer for you then is, as long as there's a demand, then match it with your mass production. So you can piece together a line of sewers to put any item together, if it's a bag or whatever it is. It's just tougher, like kind of putting those pieces together, finding a quality seamstress and then a team of seamstresses. Are they in-house? Are you contracting a vendor? So there's a couple moving parts there, but if possible, I would start with t-shirts, and that would start you with mass production like right off the bat. Hope that helps. Anyone have any questions, anything to add to the conversation? Do you do an Etsy type business and want to move it into mass production? Any questions that might spark from this video, please drop it down below. Let's talk about it. I can make another video, and I will see you on the next one, internets. Peace.